What's good, everyone? It's Gavin or Tweek.
What's good? What's good? It's Marcus or Pink.
What up, what up? It's Charles or Chuck.
What's going on? You got Matt or Haz coming through. We got another episode of Tweek Talks. You already know what it is. Hey, actually, this week, I think Gavin's a little inspired by me. He came up with a little guessing game we're going to play on the Patreon this week. So if you guys are interested, want to check that out, patreon.com/tweektalks. Become a patron today. Support the show. Much love. Appreciate all you who do so. And hopefully we'll get you some more bonus content. And Gavin's been uploading some of his sets with his own analysis on it recently. He did one against him and Sonics at Supernova.
Yeah.
Still so hard to not call it SmashCon, by the way. It's like the hardest. And you would never think it'd be so hard, but every single time I have to like double clutch over it. But
yeah, I also did VOD review versus Hurt. So my two losses from Supernova, I'll probably VOD review Ashimo as well. And then from then on, it'll probably be upcoming sets from like Riptide, which is what we're going to be talking about today. And the Luminosity Invitational, which will be a couple weeks after. So, yeah, a bit more variety on the Patreon, and it makes the upload schedule a little chaotic because I can only upload so much per week. But whenever I can upload it, I just upload it. So I usually have stuff ready to go. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I think that analysis content is amazing because I feel like most people that watch this podcast are a fan of your gameplay. So just getting to see you analyze your losses and getting to see your perspective on things, it sounds like really high value. And those videos are longer, obviously. So that's why, the amount of data you could just upload is.
that's what I like too. It's like good for you and it's good for everyone. Like you kind of just go over it and then get the content out of it. So it's good for you in a couple ways. Makes you a better competitor too. So I like it for a couple of reasons. So check that out again. Patreon.com/tweektalks. And we're going to be playing a game today. Gavin has divided. You're such a podcaster. Did you hear it? You jumped in. You're like, by the way, here's what's on the Patreon. You're becoming such a podcaster. It only took you 130 episodes. What episode are we on, by the way? Do we have it?
150 something.
150? 165?
Bro said 130.
We got to get ready for 200.
Oh, yeah. When you joined, yeah, my bad. You said 130.
When we really became a podcast. Okay? Yeah. 130 in my mind. All right. Wait, how many did you guys do without me?
What's up?
Oh, shit. Sorry. I'll let the professional go.
I'm going podcaster mode. Sorry. The bonus content today will be, I'm going to be guessing every member of the show's favorite character from each Smash game. So some of them will be easier than others, but I want to see if I can get them all right. So
PM?
It was just a shower idea, like just getting out the shower, just trying to have ideas for the podcast. I don't know.
We're definitely doing PM, then we're also guessing yours back, by the way. So.
Oh, we can do PM. Yeah, I'm down.
We must.
I have to reformat things then. Damn, I didn't think about PM.
Start thinking.
What was I gonna say? We didn't even do a check-in. Gavin got right to business. He's not messing around this week. I know you've been playing. Did you stream last night at like midnight? By the way, I was up late doing work shit. It just said Tweek went live. I was like, that can't be right. And I looked. I was like, is he fucking streaming right now? I was like, what is happening? So I guess we'll do our check-ins. Gavin, how you doing, man? You ready for Riptide coming up? Suddenly, magically, an S tier plus event overnight.
Yeah, it's a P tier now. Shouts to Light. Apparently, it's all thanks to him, right?
Yeah. Low key, you gotta give him his low key, you gotta give him his flowers. I hate it, you hate it. I love it.
It's funny. But yeah, Supernova just sparked something in everyone, I think. Yeah, I'm getting ready. We'll probably be talking about the projected bracket a lot today. Just preparing for the tournament. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. I think Supernova gave NA a spark they need. I think the only concerning thing is it's so expensive to fund all these tournaments. So I don't know if we're gonna have tournaments like this all the time, but it's cool that we have one this month for sure.
It's kind of perfect too, because this tournament, I wanted to say perfect, but like the fact that, so we talk all the time about how advantageous it is to compete in Japan because you have so many tournaments that are accessible from public transit and like all this other stuff that are really nice, and everyone's going to the middle of nowhere, and then you go from the airport and it's like a 90-minute drive, and then there's no Ubers anywhere. Like It's funny how like just the duality of ultimate. I was thinking about that today. I was like, that's so funny that this is the tournament. It is a good time. Don't get me wrong. Like it's a really, really good time. However, it is a little different than what we're used to. How you doing, by the way, Marcus? Heard you laughing over
What's
there.
good? I'm good. Small update. Stacey's mom is out the hospital for people who actually wanted to follow up on that. So she's home. Another update, which is like weirdly sad. Like, I don't know, like sometimes I'll be like, dang, my life is sad, but it's really not. Like Stacey's dog passed, so that was unfortunate. Like the day, which is also interesting because it was like the day after the dog's birthday, so I think she turned like 16 or something like that. Like really old dog. Yeah, really old dog. So but that was like the day after her birthday, but the day after her mom came home, so it was just like revolving door of issues in life. But you know, life goes on. She's at peace with it, so that was cool. There's something I really want to talk about today at some point if we have time. And that's just Maister, just, you know, being in Japan.
Yeah, true.
It's really cool. I don't know if he's still there or if he's leaving.
I think he lives there now. I think it's over.
Okay. But I just think it's cool that he went over there essentially by himself for like a month's time and you know, put in the work, put in the effort, and I definitely saw some evolution in his gameplay when I was watching him at all the events. So I don't know, it was really cool. How's it going, Chuck?
A lot of work. I worked every single day of Labor Day weekend, so
Goodness.
that was fun. But a lot of things got done. So again, I'm kind of just playing catch up because the other weekends I was doing other things. So W work, and I'm still trying to learn Korean. I've been staying consistent with it. I like about 30 minutes to an hour every day. So it's hard. Learning another language is tough, but I'm very motivated to learn. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And then even just the Throne Roundtable coming up, I'm very excited about as well. So that's going to be tomorrow, or I should say Wednesday. Wednesday on EE's Twitch channel. So we are finally going to release like the first wave of information. Super excited about that. Obviously, the Throne is a event that we have a very big hand in. So super excited to announce everything and get all that information out there. How you doing, Hez?
Glad you brought it up. That was actually my number one thing. I was like, I'm super excited for the Throne Roundtable coming up tomorrow. I actually am, because we're making a lot of changes this year to how things work and what's going on exactly with the event and the shop and all that stuff. So I'm really excited, man. I love the Throne. It was definitely the most closely I've ever been to being the closest I've ever been to being a TO, basically, or like trying to run an event. And I was really nervous for it the first year. And now this year, like, not that I'm not nervous about things, but like, I don't know. It's still new to me, but like, we got one under our belts. So I feel like we're in a good position to put on a really good show this year. So I'm really excited to show off some of the things that we had. And we planned a lot better this time around, which I'm really happy about. So I'm excited for the Throne. Life has been so busy. I don't know. I've just been crazy busy with work and everything else in between, but that's all neither here nor there. But everything's good. I can't complain. We're hitting my favorite time of the year for sports. It's when NBA playoffs are going on is like a close second. We're getting baseball playoffs and football starting. It's too good, dude. I'm so excited. Baseball playoff in 4 weeks. I'm so excited. So I've been playing Smash more, which has been really fun. So shouts to Gavin. He just hits me up randomly and says, let's play. I said, yeah, I'll farm you. And then he says, yes. And then we play. And then he farms me with whatever character he feels like playing. So
DDD is OP, right?
Playing about DDD for like 2 weeks. Like, I hate that character. That matchup's impossible, though.
Dude, ledge slip forward air, bro.
Ledge slip fair is so stupid. It makes me upset. Ledge slip fair. And then like you play other characters, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like they're good, but it's your DG. I hate to say it has the X factor, dude. It does.
Slipping Jimmy, dude, coming through.
Yeah. I was so tight one night. I was like, fuck it. I was like, we need to make an event and watch the Throne where it's just your DDD against every other player. Like you just try to beat them. Like it's like a bracket basically.
You might be light.
Light hates DD.
Light hates DD.
Smart man. What can I say? He gets it.
Mewtwo's the new new friend. What the heck?
I'm not feeling the Mewtwo, bro. I'm not. I'll be honest with you.
What the heck?
DDD's better. DDD's way better.
I refuse to agree with that.
You must, Charles. Do you see, bro? Charles, one night after Gavin was farming me for like 3 hours and Charles had no idea, he just like entered the Discord call and he watches me get up aired by DD like 3 times. He goes, they should buff that. Like, it should do more damage. Like, while I'm getting farmed by it, I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was so mad. So now every time when I get hit by that, I'm like, that move kind of sucks, actually.
We both, every time
it does it.
We both are like, that should do way more.
I'm like, damn, that only did 15 this time? That's crazy. It should do way more. It doesn't do that much damage, to be fair. But, dude, I was already so tight, and Charles was just talking about how bad DD was. I was so mad. DD's broken.
I'd rather just watch Gavin shadow ball everyone and watch them normal get up and delete smash.
I was playing Mewtwo online,
dude,
and I would shadow ball at the ledge, and they would always get up into it. Always.
Okay. So Gavin told me this. He's like, don't you dare neutral get up into shadow ball. I go, okay. So I jump, and guess what he does? Instantly throws shadow ball and catches my jump. Wow, great, awesome. That was so cool. Thanks, man. Like, I had a great time playing Smash with you. I was dying. I was like, I tried to roll, and it caught the neutral get. I might as well have done a neutral get up. Like,
yeah. Roll is not roll and neutral get up are the same thing against shadow ball.
I don't have like a special cool little trick to get off the ledge. Like, those are my options.
Yeah.
Should I get up, attack the shadow ball? I'm confused.
Oh, hold on.
No, don't do that.
Try it. You might
Ken, like sweeping his leg off the ledge. Anyway, so I've been having a lot of fun playing Smash, so I appreciate that, Gavin. Thanks for inviting me to play and playing with me and all that stuff. So that's been good. Oh, I've been really enjoying the Castlevania collection. I'm playing a new,
pretty hype announcement.
Yeah, new to me Castlevania game, The Order of Ecclesia. Really enjoying it. Never heard of it before. Didn't hear anything about it. Just wanted to play it. And I'm in like the final stretch of the game, and I really loved it. It was just like a classic Castlevania that I can't believe people don't talk about more because it was really, really fucking good. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. There you go. All right, let's talk about Riptide. What do people want?
Yeah.
Riptide.
Shout out to Maister, by the way. Captain America. That's on my tweet. You know.
Funny.
Dude, I was dying. That tweet was 5 heads. Thanks to Aaron for giving me the confidence to tweet it out. Yeah, that was
first.
I hesitated, yeah. Well, I didn't want to be disrespectful, but it was too funny not to. Maister himself retweeted it, so that's how you know it was good.
Okay, I have a really, really, really random question. It's completely off topic, but I've been wondering this for a little bit. What is y'all favorite salad dressing?
Gavin?
No comment.
What do you mean no comment?
I can't really eat salad because of the high fiber.
Thousand
Island?
Thousand Island's a good choice,
yeah.
Thousand Island? What? Yeah,
wait, what?
Ruben? That's a crazy answer.
Really?
I don't know. Dare I say Italian?
That's actually what sparked it. Is I went to your Twitter and I saw the Italian flag and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask them what their favorite salad."
Italian people got good dressing. I like blue cheese. Like, you give me a wedge with some good blue cheese, bro, I'm in there. Mm-hmm. Chunky.
Hey.
What's yours answer, Marcus?
It's Italian.
I like Italian too. It's up there for me.
It used to be ranch, but then I grew up.
You know what my dad used to love? What was it called? Like Catalina or something?
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have it. They would never have it at the restaurants. So he'd start bringing it to restaurants.
Was it Cardini's?
No.
Dedicated.
They have great Caesar Cardini's, which is also up there for me for sure.
It was something, but it was some dressing that like just started to get phased out, and he just started bringing it to restaurants. Like, it's pretty in character for my family to do something like that.
He sneaks in his pocket.
Yeah, my mom would like have a little container in her purse or something.
I'm dying to see how you guys go to the movies. Y'all bringing like a full picnic setup or something?
We used to.
My mom definitely did that.
My friend does that. So we went to see Wolverine Deadpool, and he
Actually,
brought.
I don't think she did.
I take that back. Go ahead.
My aunt probably did, but
sorry, I said Wolverine Deadpool, and it just reminded me when I went to go buy the tickets. There was like this nerdy kid working behind the desk. I was like, "Can I get 2 tickets to Wolverine Deadpool?" He goes, "We're not showing that." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "It's Deadpool Wolverine." I was like, "Dude, are you fucking serious?" I was like, "I'm so tight." Yeah, got him. Yeah. Wow, I'm the idiot. My fault.
There's no way.
I was so tight. I was so mad. I just had to be like, haha, yeah, true. It's a completely different thing. No one has no idea what I'm talking about. Oh fuck. All right, all good. All right, enough about salad dressing. Gavin, what's?
My
Oh, you
bad.
didn't give one. Chick-fil-A.
It's my mic picking this up.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A dressing. Huh? Your mic sounds fine.
My mic picking. Okay, it's not.
It's picking some stuff up, but it's all good.
Okay.
It's part of the charm.
But yeah, we can talk about Riptide. I don't even know where to start. It's one of those tournaments.
I have
There's-
projected top 24. I felt like that was a good
That's a good one.
kind of area to start. Yeah, because dude, this tournament and the thing I love, more tournaments over here are getting. There's an emphasis on bringing great Japanese players over or making an effort to get them to tournaments, which I think is super cool.
Yeah. Also, shouts to us predicting Mars would do well at Supernova. Hopefully, we can do something like that today for Riptide.
Shit.
But I don't know where to start.
I think
I-
Sonics will do well.
I know where to start. That is the first. So once we get the bracket up, but in the top part of top 24. Oh man, look at Chris killing it. Perfect timing. Top 24. Sonics versus Shuton. Lifetime set count is 3-1 Sonics, and Shuton only won a set against him the first time they played, which is quite a bit ago. But Charles, you brought up a good point. Didn't they have a tight set at Genesis earlier this year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had a really close set. So it is possible, and I think Olimar can be a character that can threaten Spin Dash with enough purples. So I think that's always a good thing where if Sonic retreats and then purples can at least force the Spin Dash to go off. But I mean, it's just the disadvantage is so rough. Once Olimar gets hit, Sonic is just all over that character and does so much damage. Yeah, so it's like I think Sonic still has a really, really good time in that matchup, but you know, Olimar does have specific options, more situational options where it could be really good for him.
Wait,
He goes on.
lifetime set count between Shuton and Ken, 43-23 in the favor of Shuton. Huh? And it's all most recently. It's been a lot of Olimar, Charles, like a lot. So that's a really good point. Mostly Olimar, which I think against Sonics you want to do anyway because he's just the Aegis Slayer. Go ahead.
I recently watched Mia versus Shuton at Supernova, and he did a mix of Aegis and Olimar. And I feel like at first glance you would want to pick Aegis versus Game & Watch, but I actually like the Olimar pick a lot more. Just like the way Olimar's hitboxes worked, it just felt like Olimar could cover where Game & Watch wanted to be with like a little bit more like activity than Mithra, just like with his like arching swings with the Pikmin. Like I don't know how else to explain it, but when I was watching, it was much more competitive when he was on Olimar. It was only one game compared to the two Aegis games, but it was like last hit. So I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it also made me appreciate how Ultimate has developed. Like I feel like once you put a lot of time into certain matchups and characters, like you'd be surprised what's the better pick out of like your lineup versus certain players and characters. I don't know. It just reminded me of some of the weird scenarios I've been in where like there's surprise things that do a lot better, you know?
Yeah. And I think too, I mean, I think that is a really good opportunity for Shuton to make a pretty, I was going to say a big upset, but I mean, realistically, they're 6-3 right now on the rankings respectively. Sonic's at 3 and Shuton at 6. So it's not like a technically huge upset, but I think Sonic's is just that guy right now. Like just to beat him is like such a big hurdle in a tournament. Like he's kind of clustered in with like Akol and Mia in that group. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to have to beat one of, if not two of them, if not all three of them to win a tournament. Like he's right there in terms of like just being that guy with his character too is like such an important thing. And Sonic just does it. But I think Shuton can do it. I just want a good set, which I think we're guaranteed to get right there.
Yeah, whenever Sonic loses at any point of the bracket, it's a very big deal, especially because Sonic has a positive record versus Akol and Mia. I mean, he might even have perfect records on them. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like the main part of the bracket is, okay, is Akol and Mia not going to get upset? And I feel like that's been happening more recently because before they were just so consistent. And then when are they going to play against Sonics? So I think those are the big questions coming into this tournament because it's just so stacked, right?
Mia beat Sonics once, port priority 8. So that was, almost a 4
but Sonics won the tournament.
Yes, he did. He took 2 sets off in that tournament. Dude, this is the Smashers app, by the way. If y'all aren't watching it, if you're not seeing it, I love this app so much. I use it instead of any of those laggy websites that are bloated now at this point. This is not a read or anything for them. I just really like them. I met them at Watch the Throne last year. They were amazing. And it's everything I need for commentary. Like, I can look it all up. Not an ad. They don't pay us. They could, though. Hit us up. Genuine personal endorsement for the Smashers app. I'm just looking up all these sets on the fly. So it was Sonic's Mia and then Sonic's Akola. It's just amazing. Like, you can look up the set history and all that stuff. It's really, really good. And so, yeah, so Mia has taken a set, but obviously that's going to be tough. And he's 3-0 against Akola, which is very, very impressive. Akola's only taken 1 game, and it was actually at Watch the Throne last year, so it's been almost a full year, which is wild. But Sonic's, I wanted to, obviously, can we talk about GOAT for 1 second? We got Ashimo. Winner's side, he has to play against Spargo. It's just, every time I look at one of these brackets for Ashimo, he just runs into somebody where I'm like, how, yes, he could beat players who play that character, but can he beat the player of that character, right? Like, he could beat good Clouds. He could beat great Clouds, but can he beat Spargo? Like, that seems so...
I think that would be... Didn't they have a really good set?
They did.
Usually do.
I feel like Ryu Cloud is just a pretty exciting matchup.
He not should have. Well, I guess he should have. You could say that in a lot of different ways. But there was one set recently where they played, and he should have or could have taken the set. I think in Game 4. Then he got mopped.
In Japan, right?
5. Yeah, I think it was in Japan.
It was in Japan. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because I remember talking about it. So yes, it can happen, but it's just every time I look at his bracket, I'm like, damn, that matchup sucks. Like that seems really hard, right? Yeah. Not that Ryu Cloud's like really hard or anything for Ryu, but it's not great. That's for sure.
It's definitely not a winning matchup. It's definitely
he's working hard, that's for sure. But he could do it. He's a hard worker. But I'm just like, every time I see him in a bracket, I'm like, damn, that's just the character though.
Gavin, I would love to hear your opinion because you recently played against Ashimo and it was Game 5, and I'm pretty sure you think that he beats Ryu specifically, right? So to me, it's amazing because Ashimo can take these matchups that are so bad for Ryu and take them so far. What was your opinion on playing someone like that in terms of just like him taking you to Game 5 in such a favorable matchup for yourself?
I've played him 2 or 3 times now, actually. So I feel like for my level of attendance, especially I don't go to Japan or anything, we've actually played more than you'd expect. We've played at least twice. We played at Port Priority. We played at Supernova. For some reason, I'm thinking we played another set as well. We might have played 3 sets, but
I can tell you.
Yeah, I do have a lot to say about Ashimo. I actually think he's very good, and I usually don't think twice about those characters because I despise them. Like, not that like the players suck or anything, but like I'm usually not like trying to watch them play and like giving out compliments left and right. But I think Ashimo is really good, and he has somehow figured out a way to have this crazy like advantage state burst that can like start from like air to airs and shit like that. Usually Ryu doesn't do stuff like that, but he catches things that usually you think Ryu doesn't have the frame advantage to even contest. And I don't know, like he knows when to stand his ground really well, kind of like a more Jazo type of way, but he also has this crazy burst that's in a more traditional Smash kind of way that no fighting game character player has right now. And I don't know how to explain it without being kind of vague, but that's how I feel when I play against him and when I watch him. He gets extensions and small mix-ups and reads that are very traditional Smash kind of things that a lot of fighting characters, they have a hard time reaching that type of thing because they're lacking in certain areas or they're so focused on executing specific things. But yeah, there's something about Ashimo with that where he has the traditional, what explosiveness you would expect from those characters, but he has something else too. And he also will play defense really well, like which is usually what Ryu's supposed to do right now. But yeah, I don't know. He's really, really good.
I think the word you're looking for is fundies. I think that's it. I think it's fundamentals, bro. He's got fundies. He does.
Yeah, but it's especially an advantage state too with him. Like he has like this fundamental advantage state where like he just has a level of consistency on getting like those like those mix-ups and those like extensions that other characters like or other players just they kind of have to accept they won't get sometimes. I don't know. Because Ryu's not fast by any means, but he really catches you after the initial burst of like getting like a couple hits here and there. Like he finds something like a special hit all the time.
I don't know you went Steph against, so this is poor priority. So you are 2-0 on him lifetime, but he has taken a game every single time, which is very, very impressive to me because, like you said, you don't really respect those characters, not the players, obviously. You don't think very highly of them, aside from maybe Terry, where you had that one reaction that we were talking about before we started the show. Do we have that, Chris?
Yeah, at poor priority, I win a lot of Sephiroth and losers because I was sad that I lost in winners. I was kind of trolling. But then I kept winning.
Sephiroth be like that.
So I had to keep playing. Yeah, I went Sephiroth the first couple sets in losers. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm cooking. Damn it.
I want to be out.
Yeah.
What?
I always do shit like that. So. But yeah, I played a pretty 50-50 mix versus Ashimo with Diddy and Sephiroth. And then at Supernova, it was all Diddy. And he was playing really well.
See,
First started working like games 3, 4, and 5. Oh, am I lagging? I'm sorry.
You are, yeah. Chuck with the I was like, did he really catch what he said?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Good. Yeah, you're good.
I was just saying, like at Supernova, he was playing really well.
Yep. Okay, he was playing really well.
Something kind of just started.
If I've Asimo listening to this, I'm dying. By the way,
I want to know what he said.
One more time, Gavin. One more time.
I was saying he was playing really well. But for like the later in the set, things like started working. Like
right.
Something.
We got there. Good. I want to know how you felt against coming up top 24 playing against Mia. How you're feeling about that? I don't remember the last time you guys played, actually.
Was it the Throne?
Probably watched the Throne. I think we got a couple sets in.
Wow.
Every set I play with Mia has been close.
Yeah, very doable for sure.
It's like Aqua. There's just a barrier there. And if I just get 1 or 2 wins, I think it'll even itself out a little bit. But I need to get the first win because it's always like game 5 or something. Like most of my sets with those two are very close.
Do you still feel like Diddy beats Game Watch? Because I know you used to think that, but do you think the game or the matchup has kind of changed?
I still want to think Diddy wins. But I definitely have to find a way to not die when I get hit. And I don't have an answer for that currently. But I definitely have to figure out how to not explode when I get hit at 0%. But I guess that's everyone's problem, right?
It's fine
against Game Watch.
Like, I need to find a way to get off ledge and blah, blah, blah. Like, because Diddy has some stuff, but it still doesn't feel like enough, which is crazy. Because it's like, if I was a normal character, what the heck? A normal character in terms of characters that can't go under the stage or like blah, blah, blah. Like, I have all these tools for that type of stuff, and it still feels like I can't do anything. So I got to figure it out for sure.
Dude, I'm kind of looking at this bracket because I didn't really look at it before. Like, I knew it was like a pretty hard tournament. There's some interesting sets in here. We get Haz's set of the tournament. Okay.
Ooh.
Ike and Ashimo.
I was gonna say, they're gonna say Jazzo Riddles could happen too.
Jazzo Riddles could happen.
I might have to live stream, bro.
Yeah,
I might have to do it.
As in good.
Imagine ending the stream right after Riddles Jazzo, but then Ashimo Icon comes up, you go live again.
That's it, round 2, we're back.
End the stream immediately after.
There's some super interesting sets just in like this quarter alone. Like if Mute beats the Buzz, he normally does pretty well against Spargo. So I could see that.
Yeah, that gives me like Spargo Ashimo vibes where it's like gonna be just close matches, long set, like competitive.
But also like Mute has to beat the Buzz and like it's weird because I think Spargo, if Spargo plays the Buzz, is gonna be a really hard time for the Buzz.
Yeah.
But if Spargo plays Mute, it's gonna be really competitive. I actually think that Ashimo side, bro, is chilling. he probably has to play Light, probably. Which Light could do it. I don't remember the last time they played. I'm sure it has Smash App. I think of Gimbitational as the last time they played, but that can't be it. Ashimo and Light. That can't be it.
On some days, Light plays those weird Fox matchups really well, but you have to be playing a different Fox, and you have to be playing it really well. So you have to wake up that day ready to play like different.
Ready to grab.
Yeah, you gotta.
That is the only time they've ever played.
Golly. Okay.
Wow.
I think Light's looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, Light's path is pretty hard. Because enhancing the Jackal into Ashimo. Light, I feel like Light always has like really tough brackets that he happens to pull out.
Someone mute Chuck's mic. I don't want to hear it.
Him and Jackal go back and forth quite a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and your region in general is really good against Fox, Marcus.
Yeah. No. Well, they were really good against Fox. I don't know if that still holds true.
Dang, not the were.
Well, I mean, DD hasn't played in like a year, so I don't. Yeah.
Oh, the experience, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still as practicing the matchup.
Well, even then, it reminds me of like when Pasiriman was on his come up at that Frostbite, and he had to play against Mars. I was like, Mars got that easy, and then Pasiriman, I think 3-0'd him. Actually, I was like, what the? Like, what happened? And I was like, oh, because he plays against Light, and like that's just a. Yes, you know Fox stuff, but like they're just so different. Like they're just so different, man. Like it's so cool.
You could be the best player in the world versus Fox. There's a lot of Fox scenarios where it's like Fox doesn't care about your experience against. It's not relevant in some situations. Sometimes you lose the dice roll or the coin flip, whatever, and that's not your fault. Like.
Sounds like playing against DDD ledge slip forward air. That's what I gotta say about
the exact scenario.
Yeah, it's like very
the slip fair and then Fox nair on shield, exact same scenario.
Yeah.
I hate DDD. Anyway,
I thought you were going to say region for a second. By the way,
I saw that part.
I thought you were going to say we're good against Fox. I was like, we hate Fox. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, not you.
Me and Jackal. Like I don't think we're bad against Fox, but I know we hate Fox.
You guys are Fox haters.
We hate that character, and it's justified.
It is.
It is.
Oh, thanks.
Fox, DDD, all the great.
The usual characters everyone hates. Yeah. Actually, not a joke. Everyone hates DDD.
Hates DDD, yes.
That's just true.
He also has that low tier thing where like you're not supposed to lose to him, so like everything feels worse when you get hit by it. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? DDD players hate DDD too. Like,
get him out of the fucking game, then. What is happening?
Whoa. DDD.
Dude, you wouldn't even know, Charles. The next major we went to,
there's no character like DDD.
If at Watch the Throne we didn't have DDD on the character select screen the entire tournament, you wouldn't notice, Charles.
Well, you would notice because I'm going to get last place without my main.
You wouldn't get last place in that. You'd win
with DDD.
Send. DDD does well against Steve, I heard. Send.
Oh,
that can't be true. That can't be true.
Don't believe that.
I'm trying to think of how that's true. I can't. Well, let's flip fair.
You're really trying to make DDD sound broken. You're really trying, Hez.
His fair is probably good against Minecart. Hold up.
DDD has great out of shield versus up tilt, guys.
Oh, God.
No, he does not. Stop gassing this character up. DDD's trash.
Play with your Fox. Play against his DDD one time. I want to see it.
That's not about the character.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
I don't hate all of Gavin's characters that I play against. Like, I don't hate his Mewtwo. That's fine. Like, that's cool. Like, whatever. His DDD, it's X Factor. I'm telling you. I'm pushing this. I'm pushing this agenda.
All right. I'll play Gavin's DDD the next event we're at. All right.
Watch it, dude. Let's stream it and watch the throne.
You know, let's slip fair my Firefox and be like, oh my god, it's so pro.
No, I can just forward air that. Probably.
Wait, we should do. Remember how Summit did the MK Leo gauntlet? We do it against Gavin, and we all play against his DDD.
God, are we really gonna make the?
We would get farmed. We would get farmed.
We don't have to do this.
That's my favorite event.
No, that's the thing is like we obviously want to be different than some of it is like the blueprint, but we want to do our own thing. Is like the real honest I'm done trolling answer is that. The non-troll answer is get up there and play against Gavin's DDD.
Get farmed. DDD gauntlet sounds lit. I mean, at least it's a low tier, so we have a chance.
No, we don't. Not against this character. You'll change your mind. That event will change the landscape of Ultimate.
When you start beating me and realize it's offline and there's no
Oh,
lag,
is that why? Yeah.
you're gonna be like, oh.
My character's
Oh,
broken
wow.
and lagged too, though, so it's gonna even out. Actually, he's not. I don't think Belmont is broken and lag. I'm gonna say it. It helps. It helps in projectiles, but conversions and missing ledge traps and stuff. It
Yeah,
sucks.
it's different types of advantages. on top.
Exactly. Agreed. All right, we'll play offline. We'll see.
Dude, we're talking more about DDD this podcast
Dude.
than the bracket.
I didn't even complain. I didn't even complain about the other thing. Ledge slip fair is obviously broken. DDD's hurt box. That's the one I complain about all the time. Like that shit
There's
is
no
so
way you're
broken.
complaining about
It's so
DDD's
broken. You can't hit
big
him.
old hurt box.
You can't hit him. That's the one. I'd be screaming about it Discord at like midnight. I've been getting up for work in 6 hours and I'm yelling about DDD's hurt box.
It's a very funny bit because anytime Haz complains about DDD, I just like act like it's reasonable and like I agree.
You're like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the hurt box shifting's rough in this
Yeah,
matchup.
like when he's like, he has a million jumps and his hurt box is so hard to hit.
Yeah.
God.
Every
Anyway,
time I up air, like, it just doesn't do enough damage.
it doesn't do enough damage. I think that every time I see DDD's up air, which is not very often.
I do wish he had a kill throw. Like, what the heck?
Okay, he doesn't need more.
I mean, his grab range got neutered. I hope like he gets nothing.
Did it really?
off the grab. Yes. Remember Brawl grab range?
Oh, you're talking
Oh,
between
man.
games. I thought you meant in Ultimate. I was like, what?
Well,
Dude,
Yeah.
Brawl standing grab range. RIP, man.
That's kind of the other thing that's crazy. Sorry, bringing it back to reality for like 2 seconds.
All right, Beast Mode Paul versus.
Beast Mode Paul, dude. I always be watching when he plays, man. Like it's just he's right there. Like he's so close to having that breakout performance. It could be any of these tournaments, and it could be this one. Is what I'd say. The other thing is like there's so many. One thing that's seeded to happen is Peebnut versus Jeja. Shout out to that. I just think that's cool. That is a thing that should happen potentially based on the seeding. Don't know why. I don't think I've ever seen that match in my life. Got to imagine it's hell for Kirby, but it's all good. It can't be good.
Wait. Kirby can crouch underneath the pellets.
Yes,
Oh,
but Mega Man weighs 1,000,000 pounds.
Kirby officially wins neutral.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirby players like be cooking shit up nowadays.
You see that falling up air thing?
have to.
Or
No, maybe like 0 to deathing now. So,
or sorry, it was fair. It was like was it up tilt onto the platform at high enough percentage, then you reset with fair 1 drag down. Like it was weird. It was a crazy Kirby.
Kirby's actually lit. I got Kirby and Randubs at Supernova.
Oh no,
I was cooking them, bro. Kirby's
Alright,
actually
who's better, Kirby or
not that bad.
DDD?
Kirby's probably
Kirby
not
or
that bad in
yeah,
doubles.
he's broken.
You think DDD's better than Kirby? Sorry.
I can see Kirby doing way better in doubles than I'd expect.
Yeah,
Oh, the
he
double
hits hard.
You gotta fight him. So
You
no one
do.
wants to do
True.
that.
Any character that their biggest weakness is lack of mobility, they get a tremendous buff in doubles.
And bad recovery too.
Incineroar is
Yeah.
like, you have to fight me right now,
But I don't want to fight you.
and you have nowhere to go.
No, I'm picking DDD. I'm not fighting him.
Oh my God.
You're flying over, dude.
He'll never hit my hurt box. So stupid. But even like anything in this tournament, like I know I kind of jumped in and was like, let's talk about top 21 or whatever. Dude, if it happens that way, there's just no way it's going to happen that way. Like there's going to be an upset or at least a big upset.
Supernova did not happen like we thought it would. So.
Yeah, aside from Mars.
Except from that incredible prediction from us, yeah.
The Tweek talk.
Yeah.
This
That was
tournament
awesome.
is crazy for sure.
I mean, is there anyone that has a standout bracket that maybe we usually don't see in top 8 nowadays that we feel like could make top 8, or do you feel like this one is pretty?
Riddles
set?
could is what I would say for sure. I know he's been on a Street Fighter grind though. That's the only thing I would say. Like if this was, I don't know, a couple months ago, like 6 months ago, what, you don't think so, Marcus?
Am I looking at the same bracket? Don't he got to play Sonics?
Well, yeah, but from losers. What? Losers bracket doesn't
Riddles has
top 8,
beaten
you didn't say
Sonic
what
60,
side. He has, but I don't know, man.
I think that was a very long time ago.
He's so good.
He
I
could
just-
beat
I don't know,
Sonics
yeah,
if he's.
if he locks
Man,
in.
it's so hard. That's so difficult.
It's statistically not in his favor, but he could do it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He has a tough bracket though, because assuming he makes all the upsets and all that,
I have
Hey,
my
Chunky's
eye,
going. Let's go.
I have my eye on this shoot on Zomba
because it
side.
might be Zomba. Yeah,
Yeah, something interesting could happen here. That's the first thing that catches my eye is that side of the bracket the most. It's
yeah.
probably
What about DeBuzz, by the way?
I feel like every the buzz is in the Mute Spargo area, so if he beats Mute, then he plays Spargo, and
Yeah,
I
that's
just
tough.
historically it's just yeah. I mean, he could try going Min because Spargo was uh, saying recently he felt like Min wins the matchup a little more now that he's played Dora, but who knows? Uh, yeah, I mean, most of the brackets are interesting because they have like one or two matches that really like dictate the entire bracket, but for the most part, I feel like the predictable things are gonna happen. Like, because it has brought up like Beast Mode Paul. It's like, yeah, but like he's probably losing a cola. Like they're 2-1 lifetime or whatever, something like that. But the sets normally aren't close, and that matchup's pretty tough for him. But we could get Cola versus Hurt, which would be interesting. I don't know if they've ever played.
that is
It
very
doesn't
interesting.
Oh,
sound.
that would be
Yeah.
such a fucking fire set.
Man, this tourney is so
If Cola,
stacked.
it kind of reminds me
God.
of Light Ashimo though. If Cola isn't actually prepared
Yeah,
to fight the evil, he's gonna get cooked by the evil.
yeah.
Yep.
Like
But
if
I
he
feel like
starts
he
running
knows a
into
lot
stuff
about
and
Snake.
trading and
He
taking
played
him
Snake
into
for a long
damage,
time. And
Yeah, he
Sonito
played
plays a
it.
lot of Snake now, right?
Yeah, he plays
yeah, he
played a
does.
good amount of Snake before, so I know Hurt is kind of bringing on a new era of Snake, so it is a bit different and stuff like that. And I think what really stands out about Hurt is he can play the bad matchups for Snake really, really well. Kind of similar to Osimo, where it's just like, oh wow, this character is amazing, but there's these handful of matchups that are really, really hard. And the first one that comes to mind, especially nowadays, is Game and Watch, right? And we've seen Hurt beat Game and Watch. It is possible, and he does it very well. And he has to that is probably the matchup where Snake has to play the most different, right? Where you're just like doing way less grenades, but you still need to do them here and there, and knowing when and where to do them,
Yeah.
and knowing when to attack and when to defend. He's just amazing at playing the really difficult matchups where you have to play so different.
If Cola isn't prepared to fight Snake with Roy, though, it's the room for error is pretty slim.
That's fair, yeah.
He
doesn't have like long pokes to detonate the
doesn't
grenades
have
and
to
stuff.
be down for timeout type matches. Like he can't force it; it's not going to work.
I mean, Cola's not going to time, bro.
Not time, but
I know what you're saying.
4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, unless he wants it to be shorter and he gets fucked up.
Yeah, the rest of it's like look at Shattuck's path, man. Like that joint is bro's chilling. Like giga chilling.
I feel like we said the same thing roughly about him at Supernova though, like which is insane to say about these two tournaments back to back. Like, huh?
Yeah. He's good.
Blessed.
And he's very good, and I think Corin is very hard to upset.
She's a very well-rounded character, I would say. Very, very well-rounded with her matchups and what she needs to do. He's just really good. It's great character, great player. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's just like even if the matchup is tough,
good, yeah.
The player has to be good enough to overcome like Corin's strengths as a character. Like sometimes Corin will just tap you one time and then you take 2 million. And if your disadvantage isn't good enough as a player, like you're probably just gonna die. So
right.
It's tough. Wait, what bracket, Gavin?
Shattuck's bracket is good, yeah.
It's very good, yeah. You have a tough bracket.
Yeah, kind of.
You have a tough bracket.
Ooh, let's run through Gavin's bracket.
Bro, you know what was so annoying last night when I went live to practice? The first things I'm reading in my chat is like, sorry, bro. Your bracket. Your bracket is trash. And I just went silent. I just went silent the rest of the stream. I'm like, I'm not acknowledging that. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, yes, this happens every time there's a bracket. Y'all think my bracket's trash. We will manage.
Every time? Nah.
A lot of the time.
You have like a...
It's not that bad.
It's not Pac-Man, all right? It's not Pac-Man Duck Hunt.
Yeah, I
So
don't understand. Like, this may look bad to you, but to me, it could be way worse. But
Well, it could always be worse.
Diddy Samus is very bad.
I know you're not a fan of that one.
That shit is ass. And then, yeah, it's not that bad, though. It's really not.
Yeah. It's like Diddy Samus, which, who knows, maybe Anarchy can pull an upset, and then you get to play Greninja, and then you're chilling. You believe in Diddy Mario? I don't know.
That is a weird one, yeah. I can see why people don't like it, but if you play your heart out, you can do it.
He's playing too much Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. He's talking about the heart of the cards. What the fuck?
Well, if you play your heart out, the matchup's
not-
like soft even.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Soft even is actually something I have never heard. I love that phrase. What the heck?
Soft even, hard even. Yeah.
Soft even is like so funny because you're trying so hard not to give your character credit.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm really good at that.
I was gonna say it's a Fox main thing, yeah.
It's a Fox
Soft
main.
even.
It's definitely a Fox main. And a DGD player thing.
Yeah, maybe Ryu is like a soft even.
Yeah, I just main evil characters, I guess.
Like Ryu has a lot of kill power, so it's like a soft.
That's true. Yeah, you just talk about what their character does well in general. Like, that's it. Like, nothing about what you do.
Yeah, the fireball is just a projectile.
The cape turns you around. That's true.
Here's a bunch of mechanics of my opponent's character.
All right, let's all pick someone who's gonna have a very good tournament, like way better than their seed. I think that would be a fun mini game for us and bragging rights for the next tournament.
Very close to what I was thinking. I was gonna say let's pick the.
Ooh,
never mind,
okay.
that's mean. Never mind. All right, let's go.
The
again.
worst.
Let's go ahead. No, not
Hey,
the worst. I was gonna say, who do you think?
All right,
is,
who's
like,
gonna choke this tournament?
Being a dad changed
kinda-
the market.
No, like who's like the people who are seeded to make winners quarters. Like who's most likely not to make winners quarters?
So it's a choking award. You're just saying it no longer.
No, because I mean, like, if Shuton loses a Zomba, is that choking? Like, what?
Yes.
No,
Eating
I expect
numerically.
if they played right now,
I would expect Zomba to win.
I would
Right
expect
now.
Zomba to
They're
win.
gonna play in a few days. Why does it need to be right now?
Well, they
Sit
might.
down right now. Shoot on and Zomba.
If Zomba, I'm saying any
Yes.
day. I'm not disrespecting Shuton. I just think Zomba would beat Shuton. That's all.
That's fine. What was I gonna say? Let's instead pick someone we think is gonna have a great tournament.
Yeah, that's
There
much
we
more
go.
positive.
I'm picking my
Positive.
region.
Positive.
I'm picking
Jackal?
Jackal, Zomba, Syrup. I'm picking
Oh,
all.
one. Just listed all
Okay,
the
no reasoning. He's like, are you looking at the bracket or are you just blind faithing?
No, some
Syrup
of it
is
is
a good
based on the
bracket.
bracket. Some of it is based on the bracket. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say Jackal then.
Okay.
He's being light.
I like Jackal's bracket. I like it.
He's beating light.
Like he's beating or beaten.
He's
Is that your
beating
call?
light.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to see how they're playing. Ashima would be tough for Jude, I think.
Yes.
But I still like his bracket overall. I still think he can beat all of them.
How does Wolf Ryu does not sound great?
It's not good.
No, it's
It does not sound
Like,
great.
It's not
Like
good.
it's worse than Ryu Fox. Like I think Fox has a lot more outs against
Yeah.
against Ryu than
It's definitely worse than Fox.
Fox
Yeah.
Fox
Yeah.
You're not
scrambles.
killing
you.
him. You're not killing him.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't.
then I mean, up air is a 2-hit move against Ryu's focus. Like you up air Ryu once, he's gonna hurt.
He takes 1,000, yeah.
Yeah, he takes a
fun.
million
Wolf's
damage.
not going to kill Ryu.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Wolf
really
has-
hard.
Wolf
Ryu's
has no.
gonna have to
Yeah.
get grabbed 1,000 times.
Well, all of Wolf's kill moves are for the most part a single hit, except forward tilt. But to get the 2 hits of forward tilt, Ryu has to be uncomfortably close for that. So,
You could too. That's the one move I complain about. Like, why is it 2 hits? Look at it. Why is it 2 hits? I don't understand. And all of his aerials are 1 hit.
I wish it was just 1 hit so people wouldn't fall out of it.
If Jackal was here right now, yeah, he would wish it was 1 hit because it never
Yes,
works.
thank you.
All right, deal. Yeah, sounds good.
It never
That's
works.
an amazing deal.
Because he 2-frames people and then it just doesn't connect.
And then the first hit, like they fall out,
Oh, I see,
and then they're
alright.
right above the ledge, and then they don't get hit by the second, and then they snap ledge, and you're like, oh, cool.
Can I do my pick?
Yeah.
This player had an incredible supernova, and I think they're going to do very, very well at this tournament as well.
Is it
I
Geist?
got Geist.
Yeah.
I got Geist. I think Geist is going to continue having a very, very good tournament on the way to becoming potentially the best Bayonetta in the country. Getting up there is what I would say about Geist based off a couple of recent tournaments. So, good player, works hard, studies, all that good stuff. I'm a Geist fan. Let's go, Geist.
Okay.
I got mine. Or unless you
Oh,
want to go Pink.
what was it?
So I have faith in Mute. I think Mute can do it. I think Mute has
bracket. You think
the hard? Yes, I think the hardest part for Mute will actually be getting through DeBuzz, and I feel like he can do really well versus Spargo, and I think he can also do really well versus Osimo too. So I think Mute. I'm locking in my answer for Mute.
I think that's a good answer as well.
Did I steal yours, Marcus?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, crazy. You said I know ball this week.
Yeah, hey. I did. I mean, hey, you know Dex, that's the GOAT.
You've been complimenting me recently. It's not good.
Yeah, I know. I gotta stop.
You do. Yeah. First the smashy, now this. It's too much. Can't stop winning.
I think the only other player that I see that there's a few that could make something happen, but not like making like a run. Like I think Wrath could place 1 or 2 spots higher. I think Lima could have a good run. Lima has a pretty good bracket. I could see Lima. All right, my pick might be Lima. I could see Lima making it to Gavin. And like a super like, who knows, this might change the entire bracket. When does 3 out of 5 start? Does anybody know?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I could see Hurt versus Candle and a 2 out of 3 being a little.
Dude,
I could see it.
I like
Candle's good.
Candle's
good. Very good.
Depending on how they're playing, like.
Good choice, dude.
But otherwise, I think most of the brackets, like, who knows? Maybe Light will make top 8. Like, is that a surprise? Isn't that weird? He's not seeded to make top 8 winners.
He's
actually not seeded to make top 8.
I was thinking that because you know how crazy it is that we talk about the rankings and all this stuff, like the impact that they have, bro. That's like, I want to say almost a direct impact of him only getting 10th on the rankings. Like, it has to be. That has to be a part of what they're going off of, right?
What did Karen get at Smash? Supernova.
He lost to Ken and Sonics. He lost first thing. He lost first thing day 3.
No, that's 17th because it was top 24 day 3. 17th.
Right.
He lost first thing. Lost to Ken and Sonics.
What's the set count between Shuton and Zomba?
I got you. Don't worry.
Oh snap! Bringing it out.
Question. I thought you were going to say Hurt.
Because I feel like Zomba also has a very good bracket. If
Zomba has a good bracket.
You say Shuton Zomba?
Yeah.
Shuton Zomba, yeah.
Checking right now.
I don't know how much times they've played, but I feel like Rob sounds like a character that does well versus Olimar, right? Nair sounds like he just destroys everything. I mean, Rob does well against a lot. It
is 6-3 in the favor of my guy Shuton. I told y'all.
Nope, don't matter.
Dang.
What do you mean don't matter?
Don't
the
matter.
last time I played,
I'm standing on my state.
Same.
I appreciate that.
Snap.
However, you're factually wrong. Kagaribi 12 is the last time they played. Shuton won 3-2, and it was Pyramid.
3-2.
No surprise, yeah.
It was Pyramid. Okay,
3-2, 3-2, and then 3-0 Shuton, 3-1 Shuton, 3-1 Shuton.
That was a long time ago.
Mainly.
That was a while ago.
I'm sleep.
Yes.
I think Shuton's amazing, and I'm just.
What's side bet?
That was just the part of the bracket I was interested in the most because I could see things flip flopping a bunch. Like the other sets, it was just very small things. And but that part of the bracket, I could see it going the opposite as projected, and it wouldn't be that crazy.
Gavin, real quick. Wait, real quick. I got a good idea. Let's side bet. If Shuton and Zomba have to play, I got Shuton, you got Zomba, and the comments will tell us what we're side betting, and the best comment wins, and we'll do it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. We pick it. It can't be that bad.
Yeah, and you guys can comment as well, just to be really safe.
That's hey, that was obviously my strategy already. DDD banned if Zamba loses.
You're never allowed to play DDD.
And no Ledge Slip Fair is banned.
Damn it, my game.
Okay.
We're side betting though. That's on.
Is Sonic's going to make winners top 8? Because I swear every event he has the like his path, he's chilling, it looks good, and then he just loses and makes the losers run and get second. Like, is this the time? Like, is Riddles gonna beat Peeb, and then Riddles is just on fire that day, and then see you Sonics, and then he just makes the losers run, and then like.
Speaking of that, Peeb would be an amazing choice to potential to have a great run here.
Yeah, I mean, he's seeded to have
that's the GOAT.
a solid run.
That is the GOAT. His hobbies are he has a YouTube channel. I remember that.
If Sonics does get in a winner's side, he's projected to play against Hurt. Have they even played?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm gonna say yes, Marcus.
You think so?
I think so.
I hope so.
I mean, I would rather say yes than no, even if he like has a history of like ice.
Yeah.
It's one of those players where like his situation is like, what you're gonna say he's not? I know he doesn't usually win the tournament, but you're gonna straight up say he's not going to with full confidence. You know what I mean?
I mean, who would say that? Well, I'm sure there are people out there that would say that.
I know there's a trend or whatever, but you got to be careful.
I mean, constantly making it in the grand finals is impressive, whether it's through winners or losers. So
Yep.
I still think that's.
I mean, it's more impressive through losers, to be honest.
I'll be making them runs.
Yeah, like what Sonics did at Supernova, like
crazy.
People were calling that shit like one of the best runs of all time before he was done with it. Before he made it to Grands. Crazy.
Yeah.
Shit was fire. All right. Well,
that, about does it.
Yeah.
We are going to get into some bonus content. We will see you after Supernova, I guess, or not.
Riptide.
We will see you after Supernova.
We did see you after
We're doing it right now
many times. But we will see you after Riptide. I will be doing VOD review of that most likely. We're going to do some Patreon bonus content right now. And yeah, thanks for supporting the show as always. Have a good one.